Hey, hey, how's everybody doing? I accidentally pressed the start button, but I'm here. Hi, my name is Leslie Montgomery, as most of you know, and you are tuned into LKM Kingdom Living, Leslie's Lessons Learned. And today is Tuesday, a moment of inspiration. And my inspiration for you today, the first thing, I heard this and I thought it was powerful that we as a people need to understand. And this is something Angela Bassett said. She says, we are not making history. We are made by history. And when I think about it, I think about how life has shaped itself. I think about how we are coming because of being in the kingdom. For those of us that's striving for the kingdom, striving to live a life that is pleasing unto the Father. And we have to make sure that we stand in the what you call it in the hands of the enemy, not even in the hands of the enemy. Let me take that back. That we stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. So as you're going through this, I just thought about something. I can't find it, so I won't read it right now. But I want you to be encouraged. Yeah, a lot's going on, a lot of changes, a lot of riffraff, a lot of unsettledness, but it seems like it's starting to settle now, to come out differently. Yeah, I'm not saying that everybody had a prosperous turnout, but I can say that even in the way things is going, you will turn out all right. You will be okay. So I don't want you to be anxious, worried about what you're going through. And that's a testing place when you're concerned about whether you're going to make it or not. That's a testing place. That's a place where we can stand to see the salvation of the Lord, or we can give up. And then we give up. And a lot of times people give up because it just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. And then they turn around and say, "Oh, I tried that." Somebody say, "Try," and I'm using the term, try Jesus. And they say, "I tried that. It don't work." I promise you it works. Do I tell you that you got to go through the process? You got to go through the process. And going through the process, you have to understand that without a shadow of a doubt that he's going to see you through. Proverbs 12 and 25 says, "Anxious is the man's heart, weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad." And today, the good word is that I have never seen the righteous forsaken, excuse me, or their seed begging bread, excuse me. And as it says in Psalms, I will look to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. So as you continue to go through your day, remember that you can make it. Remember, you're going to make it. How about look at where you are right now? You're making it. It might not be exactly like you want it to be, but you're still pulling through. You're still pressing on. You're still going to work. You're still feeding your family, and you might not have everything that you're used to having, but they're being fed. You might have to miss a meal or two, but it won't hurt you, just to make sure your children have everything. But my point is that the Father will see you through no matter what you're going through, no matter what it seems like, looks like, you will make it. Tammy Baker used to always sing that song about making it. You can make it. And I want you to know today that you can make it. You've been through many storms. You've been through the pandemic. We've been through the money crash. We've been through things. Some of us been through more than that, and on a daily basis, and we don't say anything, but you always come out. And the Father says He will never let you down. He says, "I'm always the same yesterday, today, and forevermore." So as you stand firm on the word, as you stand firm, understanding that without a shadow of a doubt, he is going to see you through, and be anxious for nothing. It tells you again, anxiety is a man's heart's weight, that weighs him down. That's what it says. But a good word makes him glad. I want you to know today that in everything give thanks. It tells us that the Father sent his Son to die on our behalf. And it tells us that the joy of the Lord, the joy of the word that's within us gives us strength. Stand on the word today. Take him at his word and believe him because he does not doubt. He's not going to doubt. He's not going to change what he's saying. He's not going to um, see you go down. If you go down, it's because you've lost faith, you've lost courage, you don't know who to believe in. You can always trust and never doubt him because he will see you through. So as you're going through your day today, remember, keep a smile on your face and keep in your heart the joy of the Lord. Why? That's the only way you're going to make it. You got to be joyful. You got to be glad. You got to have something to stand on. And what you're standing on is the word because the word never fails. His word never fails. And the songwriter says, He's never failed me yet. And even though it says Jesus Christ never failed me yet, but it says He's never failed me yet. So no matter what you're going through, He's not going to fail you. Don't be disappointed. If you're disappointed, if things don't look like they need to be looking, but you hear him saying, hold on, I want to encourage you to hold on. I want to encourage you to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. It might be the what? It might be 11:59, but I promise you at the 12 o'clock hour, he's going to see you through, whether it's AM or PM. He already's made a way for you, and he knows what your end is going to be. So why don't you trust the one that has created you, allowed you the opportunity to come on this earth? You know, I think about the saying, we're on borrowed time, and we are. We're on borrowed time. We were sent here with a purpose, on purpose, to do a purpose. So I want to encourage you today, you do have a purpose. Your purpose has a destiny, and your destiny has a purpose. There's a purpose for you being here today. So don't look down saying, I don't know what my purpose is. Ask the Father. Be sincere, and He'll tell you what He sent you here to do. We all are not just here to be here. We're here on purpose because He chose this time to be here. Think about it. You could have been here in the 1800s. You could have been here back in the time with King David and Solomon, but he specifically set this time for you to be here because the purpose that he has for you has to be completed in this time. And even if you get it started and then you don't finish it, your seed somewhere along the line will pick it up and make sure that it's accomplished. So he tells us to accomplish those things which he sends us forth to do. Find out what, hey, find out what he sent you forth to do and begin to do it. We can't be discouraged. Joseph was not Joseph. Joshua was discouraged. Joshua didn't know what to do because his leader had passed away. And the father said, it's time to get up. It's time to get about my business. I have something for you to do. Your father, Moshe, has passed away. And now is your time. So the baton was passed. So even in your life, you have a baton that has been passed on to you. And it's important that you carry out the plan. Seek his face while he may be found, and he will answer you. Everyone has something to do. You have an assignment. Don't let what's going on in this world now think that you can't do your assignment. Do you know the best inventors came out in harsh times? Do you know the most those that had the biggest business started in a downtime of our economy now? And so you don't worry about what the economy is doing. Worry about what Yahweh is telling you to do. So you don't know who Yahweh is. Yahweh is the name of our God, our Lord and Savior is Yeshua. So my encouragement to you today, press on. The man that looketh back at the plow, you can't look backwards and think that everything has passed you by. You cannot look back and say that there's nothing in front of me to carry me through. You cannot look back and think that that's the end. If you're still living today, you have a purpose and it's not the end. You still have time. Doesn't matter what's happening. Uh, you have time to make sure that what you have been sent here to do, unless you're on your deathbed and that countdown, there's something that you have to do. A lot of us are sick. Why? We're not doing what we're told to do. A lot of us is losing things. Why? We're not doing what we've been assigned to do. A lot of people are going without. Why? Because you have not done what you have been assigned to do, and the Father's trying to get your attention. Don't let this moment pass you by. It says Yeshua is waiting for your need to supply. Can I say Yahweh is waiting for your need to supply? That was an old song. I almost always going back to the old songs, but I just want to encourage you today. Keep the faith. No matter what you hear, if you got to detox from Facebook, social media, Instagram, TikTok, if you have to detox from all of those so that you can get a firm foundation, get a grip on life, then I encourage you to do that. That's a good word right there. Get a grip on life. It's time to get a grip on life and not allowing what you hear in your ear that is negative than than what the Father is saying to make you. It's almost like that little drawing they have. It's not a drawing, it's a picture, and a cat is hanging on to a string and it says, "Hang on, baby." Well, I want you to hang on, but I don't want you just hang on. I want you to hang on, strive to get back up, brush yourself off, and do what you've been called to do. So until the next time, may I say to hold on, keep the faith, don't give up. And if you feel like you're giving up, find some friends, find a get yourself in a community that can help coach you through it. You don't want to be with friends that's in the same place. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm going through this. No, you want friends that's going to tell you you can make it in these last. I'm saying we got a whole lot of days to go, but in these last and even right now, these are some evil days. Why? Because it looks like the Father doesn't have a hand on it, but He does. And He's going to see us through. Don't give up. Hold on. Keep the faith. Trust in the word and believe. And what did the word say? Be encouraged and do not doubt. Let me pull it up real quick. So hold your head up and remember, without a shadow of a doubt, He's going to see you through. So as you go through today, remember, without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to make it, and that the Father already knows where you are. He already knows what you're coming through if you allow Him to bring you through. And that's the most important thing. We got to allow Him to bring us through. Yes, Joshua 1 and 9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For Adonai, your Elohim, will be with you wherever you go. And that was a word to Joshua, but I want to encourage you to stand on that word today. So, what do we want to do? Be strong and courageous. We don't want to be afraid and we don't want to doubt, because that's when we give the enemy the avenue to come in and continue to wreak havoc on us. We want to trust in what we believe, and that's the word of the living God. So until we meet again, have an amazing day. Be blessed and know that you will make it. Have a good day.